Said you gotta love you better than anybody do. Protect your soul, protect your heart, protect your mind, be true to you.
How are you? I hope that you had a great week. Elections and all, bank holiday and all. I am working all day on Saturday, which is Valentine's Day. So tonight, I am doing something that I've been trying to do for the past 2 years, which is go to Soul Ties. For the past 2 years, I've been trying to get there. But my moment is now. My moment is here. And I'm excited. I am praying all different kind of prayers that the Lord will carry me through, that I will be safe, me and the people that I'm going with, that we will have a good time, and that I will not be disappointed. Because by George, if I'm disappointed, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it later. So we'll see if this is I might try again or yeah, that was it. I've met my quota for society for the year because I heard these things are packed. So I'm looking forward to it. I am. So let's go. Well, after I have my soup and do everything that I need to do because there's only minutes to arrive, so I'm not going till later. Some good soup. I don't think I've ever had lamb soup before. Well, my mother is amazing in the kitchen, so 10 out of 10 will eat here again.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days.
So that is what I want to talk about today. Because I have wanted to go for so long, I had already imagined how I would feel about it. I was picturing it. And I know they say not to expect, especially when it is something that you feel very, let's use the word emotional towards. If you know me, you know that I'm not a party gal. I'm not a fat person. I like to have a good time, but I am not a club mouse. I'm not even going to pretend I'm a club mouse. I'm not. But what it was for me about Soul Ties was the fact that it focused on R&B and soul. Now you know I am an R&B and soul girl. I be rocking away my life to 80s hits, 90s hits, early 2000s hits, and I feel all the good energies and good vibes. I was like, yep, this is for me. I'm going. And my sister and I decided that we were going to do a sister date every month. You know, life is be lifing, and I wanted to put more intention into our relationship. So that was our sister date for February, along with our partners. And she had already been. She didn't create any type of picture in my mind. Everything that I got was from the Instagram page. So I was like, I am sold. Let's go. I'm ready. And first of all, I was very excited because I got there real early. Well, real early is a loose term. I got there before the 2-for-1 special was done, meaning 2 ladies for 1 price. My sister was running late. My other friends who were coming were running late. So I piggybacked with this one woman who was waiting for her friends who eventually showed up. But after her, I decided we're just going to go in because minutes to 9, nobody's here. Yeah. So go in, we're greeted, bags are checked, you pay on your right, and then on your left, they had this table with fake roses and microphones, little blow up microphones, like setting the vibe, setting the tone. And like they were already playing some good tunes. I was like, oh yes, I'm so ready. I'm so up. My sister finally came, and it was time to get into the party. Like I said, she had her experience already, so she is showing me where to go. Now, I was thinking that it was going to be somewhere different, not where it was unexpected where it was. And that's fine, no biggie, you know? The main thing that I was there for was the good vibes, the good music, and the energy. All right. So we get up and they are playing the good music. But I'm like, woo, we set the tone. I am ready for the rest of the night. Let's go. One DJ goes on and plays good music, and then the second DJ comes on and he plays the same music. And when I mean the same, I mean not every song was the same, but you could tell that you heard the song already. So it wasn't one of those situations or scenarios where, you vibing and it's been a while and like you so caught up you didn't realize. It's one of the situations where, yeah, this just played. So after a while it just got repetitive, and but I was still, like, I was still in high spirits. I was still having good vibes. It was just starting to, I don't want to say annoying. It was just starting to feel, like I said, repetitive. Um Ultimately it just wasn't hitting the way that I thought it would have hit. But granted, let me be honest, I did not stay until 2 o'clock. And according to my sister and some other people, it gets better as the night goes on. But with that also being said, I don't feel as though you have to be there the entire night for it to get better. You should be able to come there for a good hour, or like, you should be able to come there for a short time and feel like your needs have been met, is what I feel. And maybe that's why they repeated it, because maybe they're catering to people who might not be staying the whole night. I don't know. So I was very curious as to how many songs, how many R&B soul songs there are. And to be quite honest, Google stated that there are over 230 million R&B soul tracks. So as much as I want to be like, it's all right, it really isn't, because there's so many artists that could have been played. And I don't know if this is a case where, like, this is not my profession. So I don't know what the thought process that goes into being a DJ and setting up this kind of event. The other thing that kind of put the nail in the coffin was that this was my official mom's night out where I was not working. I could just be. So I was already extra excited because it was like, I don't have the baby. I'm out here. I get to do this event that I've been wanting to do forever. Yeah, that's what added to the disappointment. The fact that, this is my night out and it could have been better. It wasn't bad. It just could have been better. It put a lot into perspective for me, not just that night, but in general. I am going to use this opportunity as a lesson to realize that, sometimes the things that you see on the outside are not always what's on the inside. From a social media perspective, it really looked like a good vibe. Not saying it's not a good vibe, but it looked different to how it felt when I got there. And social media does that to a lot of different things. It paints that picture. Ultimately, it's what you do with those feelings. Sometimes it's good to see how you feel about it or felt about it, and then make a decision based off of what you now know, what you have experienced, this thing that you were looking forward to. Now that it's so late, I just want to keep it short and sweet. Disappointment is a real thing. Forgot to turn off the music. Disappointment is a real thing. You, as much as you might try to stop yourself from having expectations, it is hard to do that. As much as you tell yourself, like, whatever happens, at the back of your head, you are still going to be thinking about what the outcome is going to be like, how you're going to feel. And that is okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with feeling the way that you feel. And even if you have to share it with somebody or take a week like me to process and figure out if it's something that you want to do again or how you feel about it or whatever. And if you're looking for more clarity on a situation and you're wondering, what do I say? What exactly should I ask myself? Ask yourself, is it the company? Did I need something specific? Is it really like for me? Especially as we get older, a lot of the things that we thought we'd never feel differently about, we end up feeling differently about it after time. So, for example, gaming. I really love gaming. And I still love gaming, but I don't love it as much. And it might be because of several different things. It might be because now that I have a daughter, I really have to find the time to pour into my hobbies. It might be the fact that I don't want to put money into that anymore. It might be different things. And that's okay. So it's good to ask yourself those questions so that you know where you're growing and where you're going. Before I wrap this up, disappointment is okay because it actually teaches you about what you value and what you're looking for. It gave me clarity. Am I going to go again? I guess we will have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, and
I
I'll
think
see you
it's the
guys
way life changes when in
next week.
love, yeah. I surround
Bye.
my soul with the positivity.